All right, these headlines, I'll tell you, so glad we did not hit our record temperature today in Grand Junction. You remember last summer when we hit 107? Yeah, all-time high, recorded record for Grand Junction. That wasn't the case today. So glad we didn't even get close to a tie. We're going to continue with these hotter temperatures this weekend. Tomorrow should not be as hot as today was. We still have these dry conditions. Today, we experienced those dry conditions. On Sunday, we're going to have some increase in cloud coverage, and we may even see a few storms as close as Montrose County. But certainly the San Juans will pick up some storms Sunday afternoon. This heat, it's going to continue into next week, but also we should see the return of that North American monsoon pattern. So we should be looking at daily storm chances for the mountain zones at the beginning of the week, and then for the valleys and the lower elevations, we should be looking at some storm opportunities. So this is what we're talking about as far as temperatures today. We're supposed to, Grand Junction, we're supposed to be 95 this time of the year. We certainly did not hit that today. Montrose, we should be right at the 90-degree mark this time of the year. So whether it's 5 or 10 degrees hotter, please take care of yourselves. Now, we should not be this hot tomorrow afternoon. We'll be hot, but we're not going to hot as much as we did today. Valleys and mountains today, unlike Friday for the valleys we were clear, the mountains were not. We had storms firing along the divide. That's not the case today. Our pattern is starting to get a little more permanent with the high pressure system anchoring over the Four Corners region. That suppresses a lot of the storm activity today and tonight for the Land of Enchantment. It keeps it in New Mexico, but not for Colorado. Valleys and mountains, as I said, drying out. But that changes tomorrow because we get a little bit of a wiggle room. But one of the reasons why we're so hot today is because that high is anchored. You can see those very hot conditions in the desert Southwest, also in the southern Rio Grande Valley of Texas, all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Hey, Dave Pappas, my dad. Hey, Pop, take care of yourself down there. Scorching hot, sweltering, I might even say, because the humidity levels right there along the Gulf Coast for him are almost unbearable. But for us, we're a little bit dry. But again, I was talking about the wiggle room, and here's where we are. Tomorrow afternoon, high pressure system get nudged a little bit to the east in response to Pacific Northwest storms kind of dragging across the northern tier states. Mountains will gain storms Sunday afternoon, and that could blend into areas like Montrose, Gunnison County. These counties could see some storms popping off. The San Juans will. So if you're gold panning this weekend, just know that Sunday in the San Juans, you're going to encounter some lightning, maybe even some brief heavy downpours. Light rain, yeah, it's in the forecast Sunday for areas like Montrose. Even Grand Junction is going to try to hang on to a slight chance of showers, but I think we're going to maintain dry conditions, and I think as a result, we wrap up the weekend with a little bit of a wind gust. I still see a dry pattern for Grand Junction on Sunday, but that doesn't mean the wind won't do much for us. Now, the high pressure system will kind of waver back and forth, and that's going to keep us in the heat for the next couple of days. Look at Grand Junction all the way through next week. But once we get to the midweek period, that's when we'll start to see that high pressure system moving a little bit further to the east, far enough to the east to grab in some moisture, allow moisture in from the eastern Pacific and transport moisture in from the Gulf of Mexico. So we'll start to fuel that North American monsoon pattern by the middle of next week. All the while, we're going to be competing with hot temperatures because that can't be helped. We won't have a cold front coming through anytime soon to knock us down, but we will start to get some scattered rain showers for the afternoons after the middle of this upcoming work week.